In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the British pound today as it's realizing a second day of selling pressure here today, and we are seeing some volatility today as well as the British pound is now pushing back down towards the lower end of the range. After bouncing sharply last Friday, we are seeing a couple days of selling pressure, and the British pound 1.3825 currently. And when you look at some of the factors contributing to why I think we're realizing this downward pressure, and particularly the volatility today, there's two items I think of interest here. Number one, CPI data released this morning. We did see an initial reaction of the dollar running higher and most of the major currency futures markets selling off that, including the British pound futures. And then as the market had a chance to digest those numbers, we did see quite a reversal. And we did see the dollar back off and some of these major currency markets actually up on the session. But then we got the release of the 30-year bond auctions here in the U.S. and the demand was much less than anticipated. The yield was higher than anticipated. And with that, we did see the dollar once again gain strength and push back up towards the highs of the session. And the other major currency futures markets under pressure throughout the rest of the afternoon. And that's why we're seeing the British pound pushing back down towards the low end of the range for today's price action. And when you look at the British pound, I do want to point out that, 1.3825 is now trending back down towards the low end of the recent range. And so it'll be interesting to see if we can hold down there or, how this is going to play out here the next couple of days after we did see that nice move on Friday higher. And we are now trading back down to the lower levels. And also I want to point out when you look at the currency markets as a whole, the futures markets, they are all lower now this afternoon on the heels of that reaction to the bond market auction. And so we are seeing a lot of these major currency futures markets now under pressure as we move through the afternoon session.